I am going shopping today. This is a new type of vlog for me, so we'll see how this goes. Hey, I got a confession. I'm so glad the formula shortage is done. We actually used this for Oliver, and it is the off-brand version of Enfamil. I honestly really love the Members Mark and the Walmart brand of formula. If your child is on Similac, the Total Care, they also have it in the Members Mark version as well. And honestly, it is like so much cheaper.
I wanna play with fire. Let me get hurt. Can we take it back to 95? Before we had this drama in our lives. Just staring at the screen every day and night. I miss the rush of living in real life. Go get your DeLorean. Just don't bother. I know this all just makes me sound ancient, but sons and daughters.
I absolutely love vinegar for all things cleaning.
Back to 95, before we had this drama in our lives. Just staring at the screen.
You don't have to know me well to know that I love peaches. I mean, just look at the name of my channel here.
Go get your DeLorean.
I really don't think there's any more room, and we still have a whole section left to go. All right, resituated a few things, and we've got some room. They're calling to me.
Wait for me, gotta dial up. Can't call my landline cause it's all tied up. Just bike over then. Oh, oh, oh.
Okay, so I got up to the checkout and I didn't have my wallet, so I literally had to run out to the car while she was checking out all the food, and I got my wallet and ran all the way back in, and I don't run. So this is all of the food that I bought, and I swear this is probably the most expensive trip to Sam's that I've ever had in one go. Typically when we go grocery shopping in our household, whether my husband and I go together or it's just one of us, we come home, unload the car, and then try to put everything away as soon as possible. But if we can do it as a team, my husband will unload as much as he can from the car, and I will start putting things away as soon as possible while he's unloading. This helps us to be more efficient and not be in each other's way as we're trying to be productive. This grocery trip wasn't exactly a list of everything we needed. It was just a big list of things that we needed, particularly from Sam's. I think that we all end up having a few different places that we try grocery shopping because we like to buy some things somewhere and other things another place, and that's kind of how we do things. We typically like to shop at Hy-Vee, which is a Midwest grocery store, and then we will shop at Sam's for anything that we can buy in bulk because then it does end up being cheaper for us. So this little shelf in our refrigerator is where we keep all of the yogurt and applesauce squeezes because it's like the perfect level for our son. And he always gets so excited to come to the to the refrigerator after he gets home from daycare and grab his own little pouch. We also do like to prep a lot of our food. So if we can buy it in bulk and then individually package it for the freezer and then use it as we go, that is something that we've been really trying to do because it does save us some money in the long run. Believe it or not, one of my most problematic areas in my home is actually my kitchen. It is because it is one of the most high traffic areas, and I'm not exactly the cleanest person in the world, so I do have a tendency to put things down and not where they belong, which is exactly why I'm trying to get more organized in my life, and thank you guys so much for being along on this journey with me. By helping you guys stay motivated, you're actually encouraging me to keep going. While we're putting groceries away and getting our kitchen situated, I am actually FaceTiming with my sister. Say hi.
Hi.
She lives in Alabama and we don't get her home very often, and we FaceTime really as much as we can, especially being busy with a toddler. She loves to see her nephew, so FaceTiming is one of our main forms of communication at this point. But it's really nice to be able to FaceTime while I'm doing things around the house, and when my toddler is in the mood to be on the phone, then he loves talking to his aunt. But the other times, I just get to talk to my sister. As always, everything that I will be using here in this video will be linked in the description if I can find it, or if I do forget about something, make sure to leave a comment and let me know what you're looking for. I reorganized this cabinet, I think, earlier this year, and honestly, I am in love with this snack cabinet. I should probably take the labels off of these bins though, because I do actually switch the items in and out kind of frequently depending on what we need them for, because we don't always have the same things going in and out of this cabinet. And I actually, even though I call it a snack cabinet, you know, it's just kind of our miscellaneous cabinet at this point. Like, we've got my coffee pods for the Nespresso machine, we have different Mio, like little drink enhancers, we have fruit cups and vegetable cups for our son. We have some granola bars, bags of popcorn, and then if we do have any candy, then we do store it in here, but it's not very often that we have candy in the house. So now we can get started on prepping our ground beef. I bought two 10-pound packs of beef here, and so we're going to individually package them into 1 pound each. So my friend actually told me about how they used a food saver to pre-package all of their meat that they would buy in bulk. And then my husband and I got thinking and thought, that was genius. We should have been doing this all along. So then we got started on doing this ourselves. We bought a food saver and everything that we needed for that. And with the cost of meat going up, we typically would spend about $4 to $5 per pound at the grocery store, with it already being individually packaged per pound. But with this food saver, when we buy it in bulk, I know this grocery shopping trip, we bought it for about $3.88 a pound. So that already saves us quite a bit of money per pound. I know that it doesn't seem like a huge savings, but as it adds up, it is a lot to save on your grocery shopping throughout time. I do also like to save my Sam's grocery trips for Sundays when we spend a lot of time around the house. And then it gives us a chance to restock our groceries, fill up the refrigerator, our freezer, and our cabinets before we have a busy full week of work to worry about. I want to be honest here, I actually get a little embarrassed when I show you guys my home. I feel self-conscious, and that's honestly natural. Even for a content creator who is used to being in the public eye so often, I still get self-conscious and I still second guess myself. But I know that part of doing this is showing up for you guys, being real and being vulnerable. By being someone who can show up for you guys and lead by example, I hope to show you all that you're not alone in this journey. That it's okay to have rough days, it's okay to feel like your house isn't good enough, because I am here to tell you that that's exactly how I feel a lot of days. My husband and I often talk about how we hate cleaning because even an hour later or the next day, it's a disaster again, and it's because life is life. And the best thing that we can do for ourselves and our family is to show up and do as much as we can. So this Sunday vlog is not exactly cleaning, it's not exactly decluttering, it's just a little bit of grocery shopping, which honestly is recluttering my house. Doing this actually does take a lot of effort, so if you do have someone help you with this, it's going to be a lot quicker, but it is something that you can do on your own if you live by yourself or you prefer to do it that way. All right, so we've got so far 5 different pounds, and all I do to get started is kind of flatten it out just slightly, and then on this machine there is you like hold down until you hear it snap, and then there is a dry and a moist mode. You just want to make sure that it's selected on moist if it is wet food. So let's go and vac and seal. And then you have to wait until the seal button is not lit anymore, because then you know that it's done. There we go. There we go. It is completely sealed and ready to go. And then I just push it down a little bit more to flatten it out for the freezer. Wonderful. And then, as you can see, you should always have it labeled with what it is and when you froze it. So we have beef and October 1st. Don't hit the wrong button. I also get self-conscious when I watch these videos back through as I'm editing them or even after they're posted, because I see part of my body and I think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm putting this on camera. I can't believe I'm letting the whole world see this. I feel self-conscious at times. Even though I am far more confident than I used to be, I still get self-conscious, and I don't exactly love every part of my body, but I know that my body has done amazing things. It brought my toddler into the world when he was 8 pounds, 12 ounces, and I was in 29 hours of labor. You know, my body was able to do that for me. My body was able to carry my son for 9 months, and it's amazing. I may not appreciate it every day, but the more and more I think about it, the more and more I grow to love the skin that I'm in. And it's okay to still have those days where you might look in the mirror or you look at a picture of yourself, or in my case, I look at myself on video, and I don't exactly love it every single day in every single angle, but this is life and I'm proud of the body that I'm in. So if you ever struggle with your self-confidence or your appearance, just know that your body is amazing. Whether you've been through childbirth or not, whether you've been through a huge transformation or not, your body is amazing and it carries you every day of your life. Try to do your best to appreciate your body for being the amazing being that it is. We like to keep about 5 to 10 pounds upstairs in our regular freezer, and then we do put the rest downstairs. Taking all of this downstairs to our deep freezer. After doing the meal prepping or the food savers, make sure to clean your surfaces, especially dealing with meat. So you just don't want to contaminate anything else that you might be cooking on those countertops. If you put things on your counters like we do, such as bags, or we put mail down, it's really good to make sure that your surfaces are cleaned regularly throughout the week and even after every time you use them, especially before and after you use your countertops for food. I don't put our son in videos very often because I do like to keep his face more private, but sometimes he does like to come on camera and he loves to say cheese. He also loves the dishwasher, so he often tries to help by pulling things out and then trying to open and close the door, even if we're not ready for that quite yet. He loves the dishwashers. Of course, when we try to keep him away from certain things, he ends up not very happy, and then mom or dad has to take a break from what we're doing to spend a little bit of time with him and calm him down. One really great thing about laundry is that you can actually multitask with your cleaning, because all you have to do is run a load and then go clean something else, and then you're literally doing 2 things at once. Your clothes are being washed or dried, and you're continuing to be productive throughout the house. So far we've gotten a lot done. I went to Sam's, Lowe's, I came home, put the groceries away, got all of the ground beef divided into 20 individual pounds of meat. And I think we made pretty good progress, but now we're gonna take our son to the park. Well, we have a quick change of plans. We're not actually taking our son to the park. We are just going on a walk because we know that it's getting close to his bedtime. And if we take him to the park and let him have a glorious time, and then we tell him that it's time to go, that is going to be a major meltdown that we don't really want to deal with right now. So we're picking and choosing our battles wisely, and he loves walks anyway, so we're just gonna stick to that today. Typically when I clean my house, I end up throwing different things to the areas that they're supposed to be in, even if I'm not necessarily going to that area right away to put it away. For example, I found a few coats hanging on the chairs in my dining room, and I wasn't exactly ready to go down to the entryway and hang them up, so instead I just threw them downstairs and let them lay on the floor for a little bit until I was ready to clean them up. So that might not be the most productive thing, it might not be the best habit, but it works for me right now, and this whole journey is about decluttering, making life easier, and honestly building better habits with that. So maybe I'll add this to my list and I'll try to get past the ADHD that is my brain and hang things up and put them away in the moment. So we took Oliver for a walk. It was really nice. We went on like double the walk we normally do, so I'm a little tired. But it's good. We're trying to be more active as a family overall. And these walks have been really nice, especially while the weather is still warm. October 1st here in Iowa, so it's gonna start cooling down hopefully soon. I love summer, but I'm ready for fall weather. We have this new box. It's actually a new bookshelf unit for our son's room. Right now we have kind of like a stair step bookshelf, and he has decided to start climbing it. We knew that was going to happen, and we just decided that we would replace it whenever our son decided to start climbing. So now that he's figured it out, it's time to get it done. We got you a treat. Good job. So yeah, still a little bit left to get done tonight, and then I'm gonna chill, relax, because it's Sunday and I have to work tomorrow and I need a good night's sleep. There you go, Molly. So let's get to it. I love these syrups because they are 0 sugar. I just really don't like having a super sugary latte, so these are my go-to. I don't know if you guys can hear in the background, but my dog is licking the floor because we just had dinner with Oliver. Well, Oliver had dinner. Mom and Dad are waiting until after he goes to bed because it's been a bit of a busy day. You know, it's a shame that they're not exactly even, but I guess that's just something I'll have to get over.
I feel like I'm afraid to say how I feel, to know I let you down. Cause late nights turn to days, don't wanna let you down.
So dinner is done and we're gonna make some brownies.
Give away, it'll never be the same. I'm chasing somebody who won't ever ease the pain, but I don't want half of your heart, heart, heart. You can have it back if it's only half of your heart.
My son's in bed, we've had dinner, our brownies are cooking, and we're gonna enjoy the rest of our night. I hope you guys enjoy your day, your night, your morning, wherever you are, whatever time it is. If you haven't seen my latest video yet, it is all about what I would do if I was starting over from scratch with decluttering. So whether you're a pro or you're just getting started, that video is definitely worth a watch. I'll link it here at the end of this video, so make sure to go check it out. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.